Hello my friends, my name is Ben. During this crisis, there's a great need out there to look out for one another. Looking out stems from a very important subject called love. Without love, it is impossible, it is difficult to remember and look out for one another. The Bible talks to us about love as the basis for all our good actions. Timothy writes from the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 3 verse 12 that may the Lord make your love increase and overflow for each other and for everyone else, just as ours does for you. Very important. Let's start from there. Let's explore and exploit our love for one another. And there we'll get to a point where we'll look out for one another, which is very important, especially during this season. I've got an example here of looking out for one another, which this gentleman called Job went through. We know about the long history of Job's suffering in the Bible, to a point where God instructed him to pray for his friends. There's also a story behind what happened for Job to pray for the likes of Eliphaz. But the Bible says, after Job had prayed for his friends, the Lord restored his fortunes and gave him twice as he had before. How is that? In the midst of your own suffering that the whole world knows about, you take time with all your heart to pray for others, and we see what the Lord does. So here is an opportunity for you to think of someone that you have not looked out for, reached out to, pray for them, and you see what the Lord does for you. Secondly, we know about Paul and the point that he was in jail. But Paul took time, even though he was in jail, to look out for his friends, the Philippians. One writer actually says that Paul's letter to the Philippians and others breathes joy and confidence that can be explained only by Paul's deep faith in Jesus Christ. Imagine someone inspiring joy and confidence to those that are outside while he is in jail. How is that for looking out? Fantastic. The same Bible tells us not to look out for our own interests, but those of others. From Philippians chapter 2 verse 4, it talks about imitating Jesus Christ's humility. It can only be through Jesus Christ's humility that you can do something like this. It says, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of others. Very important. So in the process of looking out for one another, we also need to take it a step further and say, what material resources do we have to share with one another? But the good thing here is that in this challenge, the Bible says or gives us examples of saying it's not only material resources that you can use to look out and reach out, but prayer, and you'll see what will happen if you do that. Well, I will not keep you here for long. I'm going to take you on this challenge soon after here. Think about who you need to look out for, reach out to them, pray with them, and you will see what the Lord will do for you. Happy looking out. Take care.